Nice to see you first come in, mate. How you doing, buddy? I didn't know it gives notifications out straight away.
Rex, sasay mo pakainin nyo. Wala ng tubig.
Heyo. So how you doing, my friend? How you doing, mate?
Kainin nyo nga. Patricia, si Simon. Tingnan nyo nga. Hi, guys. Rex! It's super hot.
I know you must have been really tired because you missed a few live streams, haven't you now?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't blame you, kid. I don't blame you, lad. So if you can, guys, please share us around. That's what I'm going to be doing right now.
May? Wala talaga mga narinig tong mga animal na to eh, no? Patayin ko nga yung TV.
Ano ba yung sa kabila ba yun?
Tingnan nyo yung mga aso.
Dito ba yun?
Hindi sa impyerno. Siyempre, natural dyan sa kabila.
Sam! Sam!
Oh, ginawa nila.
Kukuha ko nga mo. Kumain. No? Tayo.
How's everybody there? Yeah, woke up early. Oh, nice. Nice, Dan. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, Dan, I'm just showing it around there. I'll be back with you in a minute.
I don't want to see that. I already see that. That's nasty, really bad.
It says here, a lot of people get offended over my last spooky poo pic. As if they drop a creamy demon every day. So here's another one to normalise poop. Hope you Karens got really offended and mad. Pretty funny. Exactly. Yeah. Big Loch Ness in toilet.
Did you just do this?
No, that's continuing.
So how are you, Dan? It's hot today. Very hot. Huh?
Yeah, it's a warm one today. I'm starting to get a headache as well because it's that warm again.
Excuse me.
It's too much sometimes, it really is.
It's really hot.
Hindi naman dapat niloloko. Dapat sa'yo sinasako.
Right, that's that shared.
Pero iba dating mo, girl.
We're doing alright, Dan.
Jesus
To a
Christ.
point, apart from heating up and like dying with the heat. Apart from that, mate, we're doing alright, thanks. But yeah, today would have been the day I was going to the airport, but it's not because it's been moved. So yeah, today would have been the day I was going to the airport, and tomorrow would have been the day I was landing in the UK. But no, the airline cancelled, didn't they? So it's not another 2 weeks now. So yeah, it's don't know. I'm happy that I'm still here. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of a bullshit because I needed to get back as early as possible just to get a job and that. You know the reasons why. But yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm really happy to stay here with Mrs. and that, you know. But yeah. Barbie, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
It's really hot.
It is really
My
hot.
face is warm.
So, oh, you missed it yesterday, Dan. We had a right laugh yesterday regarding a freaking...
No, I don't think then
troll.
we're going to cancel it again. Because it says like, for some reason they did for...
Can't do another cancel.
Yeah.
Because I've got 2 jobs what likes the sound of me, but yet I'm risking both of them because freaking I'm risking both of them as it is because it's been moved. You know what I mean? But I don't know. They said contact them when I land in the UK, so hopefully. I just feel sick today, I don't know why. I really feel ill.
It's not long to
No, I think it's because I'm overeating. I was just watching the last stream, got 18 minutes in before I saw this stream pop up. Ah, okay. No worries, mate. Well, you know what would have happened yesterday, then we had a right laugh about a freaking troll came in with putting thumbs down and front his foot. Really, I'm expecting it today, to be honest. I am expecting that one single person. But the thing is, I think it's been taken off. You know what I mean?
It's really good if there's a swimming pool, you can stay there for a long time.
Yeah. I think that will help
But
me out in general because I love the cold. You know, I really do love the cold. So like I was saying yesterday on live stream, it's easier to warm up than it is to cool down. It's a lot harder to cool down than it is.
pakainin nyo kaya si Simon.
So, yeah, could really do with
Para manahimik na yun.
you know. And the only problem
Wag
over
yung
here
kakainin
is that
ka
you're
na lang
constantly
yun.
wet.
Magwaw na lang.
Constantly, because you're constantly
Wow.
sweating, you know. There was like 22 likes and 0 dislikes. Yeah, there we go. It's been taken off then.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just taken off because of...
It's funny. It really is funny. And people come in and put thumbs down and then it just gets taken off anyway. So, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm expecting it today, to be honest. I really am. Can't wait for it today. But
they always said if there's a troll, there's a you know, if there's a troll, the channel will be great because there's no perfect life. There's no perfect lives. It's always gonna have somebody there to interrupt or something.
it's all about it goes. I feel like I'm overeating. That's how I feel.
No, it's too much freaking cigarettes. Every time you do
too much
cigarettes, you do
cigarettes,
too much. Every time you just
That's just today. I feel rough though today. I don't know why. But honestly, I feel like I'm overeating. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I just want to go under a cold shower or go into cold water and stay there all day. Weird. But yeah. So hopefully we'll get more people in. Hopefully. We're going to chat about paranormal today. I'm thinking I'm going to get the next video up at some point. What's for me? It's going to be of Brock Mill, history of Brock Mill and that. And then the video after that, which I'm researching for at the moment, is going to be the hauntings of Rivington and the paranormal side of things there, which we're going to talk about today. Hi Cheryl, how you doing?
Hi, Cheryl.
When my stomach acts up, the only thing that helps is baking soda and water. Oh really? That tastes rank.
No, all you have to do is put a bit of baking soda in.
It still tastes rank, doesn't it?
No, I tried it before.
There's no taste in baking soda.
I did try it before. It's okay. It's just like water with some kind. It feels you better.
So yeah, what we're going to talk about today is I've been researching actually just before this live stream regarding some paranormal things, what happens in Rivington, and apparently there's actually wars what happened up there, and not only that, there's a couple of myths and legends, and now obviously some people, especially the locals, say that it's true, that they've seen it. But there's a lot of people who's like still putting it down into the myths and legends and stuff like that, which is, one of them is the Headless Horseman. Apparently there's a Headless Horseman what's seen rolling around Rivington, and also is UFO sightings. Now that's an interesting one for me, the UFO sightings, and the reason why it's an interesting one is because the tunnels what I've found, which is the top secret tunnels, the video on the Mrs. channel, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. People say that it has something to do with UFO things, like extraterrestrial things. So, sorry about the dogs, guys. I wish I could just shoot them dead. What's surrounding the tunnels? For one of them is they're hiding steam trains in there in case of a nuclear disaster, because obviously a nuclear disaster will knock out all electrical systems, and obviously trains today work on electrical lines and stuff like that. So people are saying that there's steam trains hidden in the hillsides there in case of a nuclear war. They're also saying that it's part of missiles, like new technology, missiles and nuclear weapons are hidden in there, and it's all in the whole town, these tunnels. Now, the reason why I said the UFO is obviously what's been spotted over Rivington and over that area is interesting, is because of what's been said, and that's obviously the town next to Rivington. So it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? It's like Area 51. Headless Horseman, cool. The steam train thing kind of makes sense. It does, but they say steam trains have to be run every so often to keep them moving and keep them active and stuff like that. Now, no one's ever seen a steam engine run, but how do they know that they don't pull it out at night when everyone's seeing it? Because it is in the middle of nowhere in a way, where these tunnels are. So I know the town where it's in, the little village, is right next to it, but you can still pull out a train. You know, you're not going to hear it if it's ran inside the hillside. You know, it might be run inside the hillside, just moving it back and forth like that, on pulleys or something to keep the wheels moving, and obviously get it running inside so all the freaking systems and that work. So, you know, it's a possibility. Don't know why they would have had to hide them though. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, if you were going to hide trains in hills, you couldn't just hide a modern diesel train and shield them from EMP would make more sense to me. Well, yeah, but I think it's cheaper getting a steam train than it is to do all the shielding from EMPs, you know. That's why they've chose steam trains. So, I don't know, it is a big conspiracy, these tunnels, and I'm hoping if we get a good amount of views and likes on the Mrs. video about it, then I will take the 10-mile walk from where I'm on about living, because that's how far it is away from where I'll be living, the town-wise, to the tunnels. So, but the tunnels, they're still in use, guys, apparently. Some say they're abandoned, some say that they're still in use. Now, when I've looked at recent pictures, there is a sign out one of the gates saying B&A military for the UK. And everyone knows B&A Systems, they make military weapons and stuff like that. But this area was, back in World War II, part of the ROF factory, which was just down the road from where this is. And the ROF factory was the Royal Ordnance factory, basically where they made bombs, where they made bullets, where they made everything like that for World War II, you see. But that factory is now gone, it's not there anymore, there's a housing estate on it. But these tunnels are still there, and apparently B&A Systems are still using it. But what are they using it for? This is what people can't seem to work out, because there's no factories around what does this type of thing anymore. So this is where the conspiracies are coming in. Is it something to do with extraterrestrial and paranormal and UFO related? Or is it something to hold top secret missiles and nuclear warheads and stuff like that? With it being a little town and just outside of town, people really won't think that's an important area to bomb, you see, which makes sense. It's strategic common sense in a way, because they're going to be aiming, if they ever do, they're going to be aiming for Lazada. They're going to be aiming for cities, aren't they, and bigger towns and stuff like that. They're not going to be aiming at little tiny bases just outside of a little small town. So but there is a lot of conspiracy around it, and hopefully I can get a little bit of more information if I end up going. But we need more views on the Mrs. video for it. If we get the views up on that video, then I'll end up going, because if apparently the last couple of people who's been has been stopped by security what's there, and there is police what go there every time as well. There is military vehicles what's been seen there through the locals, so I don't know, but it's definitely weird, them tunnels. Right, bombs and tank shells. Yeah, exactly, bombs, well, not so much bombs and tank shells. People are saying more missile related. Escape and evade practice. Yeah, I did a lot of that in the UK, I've got to be honest, a lot of escape and evade things in the UK. Running away from fucking security and that. But I think I found a way how to get around it and then down to one of the tunnel entrances, but it all depends on which way the cameras are facing. Because there is 2 cameras on each tunnel entrance. So there's 4 tunnels or underground facilities, I should say. But that's it, that's all that's there, the road what goes round, and that's it. And obviously a security house, and that's it, that's all on the land. So when you look at an aerial view, it doesn't really look much, you don't really notice it. All you see is like a house and a road what goes to it, and you'll just think that's just a private rich house with a long ass freaking road. But when you come to piece it together, instead of the house is here, the road goes like that, you see, But then if you think about it, if it was a private house, you would think the gate would be here. You'll do the driveway up like that to the house instead of going round like that. So that's when I looked into it a bit more closely, and that's how I found these top secret tunnels. You can't be invisible, but you can adapt to not be seen. Exactly. So yeah, I am going to think about trying to get to the and just scope it around. I might even leave it until I've got a car, because like I said, it is about 10 miles out walking wise, the way I have to walk. It doesn't take that long in a car. It's not that far in a car, but obviously walking it's about 10 miles. So I might just wait till I've got actually get a car, just because it'll give me more time then to get there, scope out the whole perimeter to see if there is a way into the grounds, because there is a couple of abandoned houses inside there as well, which I've seen through people's pictures and that. But this is the thing, when I've seen these pictures, pictures are only about a few months to a couple of years ago, and they've walked around the whole perimeter, inside, pictures of these houses and stuff like that. So it makes me think, back then, was there any security, and if there was, why didn't they get stopped? And why is and if there wasn't any security, why is the security now if it was abandoned back then and not now? You know what I mean? It makes you think, like, logically, what's happening, like what is happening and what is being kept in them tunnels. Obviously, if it's something a part of national security, they won't obviously tell you, which is understandable. You know, I wouldn't expect that, but at the end of the day, around these tunnels, then you guys can be judged then, and work out like what, if they're hiding anything, or if they, you know what I mean. So but yeah, also a getaway vehicle just in case. So I do have to wait for that, but obviously before I get a car I need to obviously get a job, because obviously insurance, petrol, stuff like that. So but yeah, going back to Rivington, apparently there's stories of the Headless Horseman. I'll try and find a couple actually, a couple of stories on it. Just bear with me. Yeah, just give me 2 secs, guys. I'm just trying to find. I will do a video on this actually. Like I said, like the top 10 places around Rivington, what is haunted, and a little description about it. I'm just trying to find a couple of stories. 7 Ways, how you doing, buddy? Thanks. Right, so this one here is what on my older channel. I did a video there, and I did it just a bit lower than the castle. There's a hill.
Hi guys, I'm kind of like busy. I was out and he's the one talking to all of you because I was thinking to go to the bathroom because I have what they call this is super hot and I would like to go inside, and then I went to the bathroom because of the water is so slow today. But anyway, So, hold on a look. Hi, Seven Ways. Hi, Seven Ways and everybody. So, yeah, he's in the toilet right now. Like I said, he's going to tell you about those haunted house building. And did you remember it's supposed to be his leaving? He's gonna leave tonight at 11 p.m. His flight is June 1st right now. So, but I'm glad he did. Yeah, I'm glad it canceled, but I'm sad also because he really needs to go back. But it is what it is, and hopefully it don't cancel. But I already made sure that it didn't cancel. Raymond, hello. I know, brother. That's my brother right there, guys. So, yeah. So on 16 he will. Yeah, he will gonna be. So I already finalized them because it's really he really needs to go. Just for a lot of things. Yeah. So um, here in the Philippines it's shitty. I order my daughter just ordered like a short t-shirt for like a Levi's kind of short. Jesus Christ, it's really shitty. And you can't even bring it back because of it's a cheap disappointing because it comes today. I order white and it sent red and not even Levi's. The name is Jug. How could it be the Levi's and then the Jag names are the same? And the color are the damn difference. It's red. I order white and it comes red. And medium, I order large. Oh Jesus. So it's shitty because I'm thinking you can't even return because it says there's no returning back. For that cheap price you can't return. So don't jinx it because it will jinx again. Because sometimes it's the signal, but sometimes maybe people just go to work and not at home, so they're probably you know um they're not using the internet. So but anyway, it's a kind of holiday today here. It's a Memorial Day. I don't know if it's the same in the US, but I don't think. But yeah, so yeah, I'm disappointed with that delivery thing because my daughter wants it a white, but it's red and it's not even Levi's, it's Jag. They're cheap things here in the Philippines. But if that is in the US, you can return it and get a refund. But here, there's no nothing like that. Because the seller will never gonna give you anything. So it sucks. But anyway, it is what it is. Philippines is shitty as always. And a lot of people they say, "Oh, I love Philippines." To be honest, this is where I was born, but I don't like my country. I really don't. Even people they said, "Do you want to make a flag, a Philippine flag?" Nope. So I'm not really proud.
Welcome to the
in
Philippines.
my
Can't work out
country.
anything and can't
I really
fucking
don't.
do proper orders.
But
Can't
don't
do
get
the
me
jobs
wrong.
over here. I don't know how the country runs.
Don't get me wrong, guys. I miss all the food, Filipino food, but I kind of used to it in America. A lot of American food that I miss, and I cook that here too. The only things we can't cook because we can't find a good recipe is the chili. But spaghetti, I always cook American spaghetti. There's a lot of things that I have known from America that I would like to cook and the kids can eat and he can eat. But there's no recipes in here, but it's always Filipino food. So
Yeah, I've tried cooking British food, and guess what? There's only me what's ethic, no one else is ethic. They don't like it.
God.
In different other meals, but when it's all together to make shepherd pie, they don't eat it. It's weird. It's like, really? But yeah, God knows how they're going to live if they ever come to the UK.
But But anyway,
Oh, I love chili. Oh, that's one thing I'm looking forward
you
to
know
having
when I
get back
make
to
chili,
UK.
Dan, oh gosh.
Jesus.
If I make chili, you probably said, oh, because to be honest, last time when I came to America the first time, I don't like the taste. But since then, you know, when I have learned how to cook with, you know, I will say my ex grandma, I learned how they do, and perfectly I did it. And every time I make chili, they always said, oh, this is the same thing with my grandma. When I make American chili, I love it. It's cooking right now, you know, chili. But then I miss to eat beef, spaghetti, and I cook some chicken with Mexican.
I like
I
how
also
it's
make
a paranormal thing and somehow
nachos.
we've talked about food so
No,
far.
and also I make nachos.
Food, the
And
paranormal.
you know, mashed potatoes, you know, those corns.
Over here,
I
guys,
love
right, it's different.
yeah.
When you get potato, they're that big. Not even joking.
Well, sometimes they have this, but only
Hardly ever.
hardly is rare.
So
but
freaking when
that's
we
a
make
small
mashed
one.
potato, we've got to get like, what, 10 of these just to make a normal amount.
But it's cheap.
10 of these just to make a normal amount.
But it's cheap. Very cheap.
Tom, Awe, Naba, Kayo, America.
Not in America,
Hindi.
UK. Hindi. All this over there.
So, yeah, food like, it's either carbohydrates, which is a slow energy fat burner, or fried. And you can get other meats, but it's mainly fat. There's hardly any fucking meat on it. Normally all fat and gristle, right? So I've not really had beef stuffing over here because of that reason. Chicken, it's all freaking fried chicken, fried this, fried that, and it's like there's only so much chicken you can eat. I mean, I love my meats, but there's only so much chicken you can eat. Or just normal standard Filipino dishes. It's like I can't even if I go to the store, you can't find anything to make a chili. You know, because you need chili powder. Don't have it in the shops. You know, you can get mince, obviously. But that's about it. You can't make a chili otherwise, can you? It's freaking really, really bad. Ako, Alice, and Ang Pinas.
Ako, alis na ng Pinas.
See, I sounded the same then.
Ah, Jesus. Ah, Jesus.
I bet Dong 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 Dong's laughing his heart out over there.
Actually, chicken's good. And also...
It is good, but there's only so much you can eat of it. You've got to admit that. You know, you can't just keep eating fried chicken every day.
Oh,
it
that's
does
too
get
bad.
boring,
It
guys.
rains there too. I wish it would rain here.
Can't really go
big
wrong
rain.
with
We
chicken
need
chop.
it because it's super
No, you
hot.
can. You can go wrong with it because if you're constantly eating it every freaking day with rice, it gets friggin' boring. There's only so much you can eat of it. You know, it does get boring.
Dan, we just said it yesterday because his birthday is coming soon. So we say that anyone's gave donations for his birthday, we were gonna have one small cake.
Yeah.
What was it?
A cupcake,
A cupcake,
one that big,
and then what
with
else?
one candle in it.
And one candle. What else did you just say? Because his birthday is gonna be on
One party popper.
7 days. In 7 days. Yeah. So we're going live in his birthday. So we'll see what's in it.
So, right, guys.
About him.
This guy is the one who's doing the merchandise. Or if it was with the writing. Dan, while you're in, what colour did you want? Did you want writing on yours? I can't remember. Don't let me know.
I have to bring.
Remember. Don't let me know.
I have to bring the Christmas.
Guys, just so you know, the ones who's ordered. Guys, just so you know, the ones who's ordered the mask. So we're gonna have it as the standard colour on it, okay? Which is obviously, you know what the logo is. Okay. So unfortunately, I have the colour you wanted, but you will still get it. That'll be fine. Yeah, appreciate that, buddy. Thank
I will
you.
bring this. I will bring here.
Okay, salamat. Thank you. So yeah, guys, basically, no, just USA flag in red or whatever you. Oh, that was it, Kuya! That was it, Danny. Dan wanted the USA flag on, didn't he? Fucking totally forgot about that. Can't remember, Dan. I've just got you the logo. To be honest, I don't mind what colour it is. Dan, I've totally forgot to put the USA flag on. I've just... Because if you do, then I'll ring him up now. And I'll ring him up now. And I'll tell him...
You should have told that right now. You forget?
I forgot about the USA flag, yeah. Dan, do you want the USA flag on it? Or do you mind that it's not got it on and you're just getting the logo on? I totally forgot that. It's okay, it's just plain, no worries. No, not really. It's not plain, it's getting the logo put on. It has got the logo on it. I just totally forgot the USA flag. Right, as long as you're sure, Dan, because I don't like fucking up things, but it's because the piece of paper, what we're written everything on, people's orders, some fucker had ripped it out. So we had to guess, and we couldn't get in touch with anyone in time by the time we went and took the masks over. So we had to guess. And because we had so many people with saying just logo, we took it as everyone said logo on it. You know. And we had to literally guess about the colours. And hope to God we got it right with the colours. But yeah, because some idiot fucking ripped out the piece of paper what had all the details on, which now I have to try and find all the addresses. It's the addresses I need as well. So they're careless. Honestly, whoever did it is careless. What's that about? You've just popped up then.
Yeah, I just messaged the
You just messaged me.
maybe that's what earlier. That was earlier, Bob.
Well, it's just come up 15:30.
Yeah, it's 15:30. It's probably.
Well, you're an ass for writing that.
Well, because it's been a while.
Been a while. I just woke up.
I know. You go.
So how was it a
right?
while? Hey, cool when you try to get on Mindset live stream. It's too bad your internet was. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Hopefully, I'll try next time when it's live to go on panel. But I don't. It's the internet. I can't help it. You know what I mean? It's. Oh.
Kanina, ano?
But it'll
yung
definitely be better once I'm be better though.
Di ba may kinuha kang phone? Tao ka ngayon.
Fingers crossed. Everything runs smooth.
Wow. Bakit magkano pa ba sa kuwi mo?
And yeah.
13. Magkano utang mo? 17.
Oh. next week will be a little different. He wanted us to send him an email so we can send the link discreetly. Oh, really? Why? Why is that?
Mamay na, uwi ako mo.
The trolls trying to get on or something.
May form pa siya.
Paano makuha ko charger?
See, how do we? Does he only go live once a week or something?
Oh, pumasok ka, tapos nagpalutos ka pa.
Hindi ko lang ito kanya. Naliligo ko ng ulam. Ang naliligo ko lang lang.
Saan mo yung maligo ng ulan?
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, that was it. You wanted to choose who to let on ahead of time, I think. Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, once a week. Right, so what I was saying is, right, before I was talking about Rivington Castle, on my old video, on my old channel, I did a video and did it on the little reservoir beach bit, and it's all stone, it's not sand on that bit. Oh, there's little bits of sand, but it's mainly like pebbles and stones and that. Anyway, we're doing an EVP. Me and my mate were sat down in a circle. And we did an EVP, and then we replayed the EVP to make sure we've see what we've got. Right? It's like a fucking, it's like going into a talk show. This.
Ha? Kalabas ko lang. Lilinis ako pag ulan.
Right, so I replayed the EVP, like see if I've got anything, and I'm not even joking on this God's honest earth, right? We heard distinctly someone walking across the stones towards us, right? It was pure footprints walking, you know, like how it sounds, walking across stone and pebble, right? That's exactly how it stood. But I was recording at the time, no one was around us, no one was walking, and there were only me and my mate there, right? And you could distinctly hear somebody walking across them stones. Without a doubt, I'm not even joking you, it's fucking weird. Right. Anyway, we went up to the castle then, and we did a K2 session. And I said, "Is there any spirit, any thing like that?" And it flashed up saying yeah, meaning yeah. And it came through on the EVP, spirit box then, saying witch. I'm like, witch is in witch with a broomstick and shit, or which is in you're asking a question but it's not quite finished. So it turned out to be that apparently it's haunted by a shape-shifting witch, right? Like an elemental witch. So I'm just going to read this description on Rivington Castle, and you guys be the judge in it. It says, based upon a plan made by E.W. Cox in 1892, Rivington Castle is a folly and reconstruction of William II de Fur's 4th Earl of Derby's 13th century Liverpool castle. Rivington Castle dates from 1912 when the building work began. It was built by William Hesketh Lever, 1st Viscount Leverhulme, born 19th of September 1851, and he died on the 7th of May 1925, and can be found in Lever Park. So I'm presuming it's buried in Lever Park. Anyway, in 1967, on a clear bright morning, 2 workmen saw an apparition gliding around the structure. It was all by accounts very white. One of them stated, "I've never seen anything so deeply white before." Accounts of this experience vary. Some say there were 5 workmen who witnessed the figure and that the experience lasted over 2 hours. So, what I'm thinking is, is this white figure what the workmen see? Because I have heard about this, even before reading that, I have heard about workmen who was the skills. Yeah, Dong put some.
What is it?
It's adventure time.
Tom, Keelan,
Adventure time.
Oh, he said, oh Tom, when are we gonna go?
okay,
Love.
yeah. I knew one word. Work it out, couldn't piece it together. I don't know. It depends on money, Dong. Because I do want to do the paranormal at the abandoned subdivision before I go. But it depends if I can get over there and do one. It depends on money, Nilo. If we can get over there or not. I mean, what do you guys think of that then? Of Rivington Castle, the haunting. Do you reckon it is the witch? Do you reckon it's something a bit more nicer, or what? And it always, when I was there as well, the happenings always seem to happen around one certain part, which was you went into what used to be the chapel area. And then there's a doorway with what used to be a spiral stairs going up to the next floor, and an archery walkway to go down to an archery slit. And it's always around that area, the where the spiral staircase used to be, in that chapel area where the happenings used to be, and where these workmen seen it is at that area, showing a picture at that doorway. Ah, Jesus. So yeah, it depends if we can get over Nilo to do another blog, or another paranormal I should say, before I go. So I've only got 2 weeks left, and then I'm gone back to the UK. That's unusual to have an experience that lasts that. It is. That's the thing, it is, yeah. But I'm not dismissing it. Because I was the last time I was there, we didn't see anything. Nothing apparition came out of it. But with things happening, we was there a good 4 hours, and there was always something happening, like a knock or things being chucked or footsteps. It was weird. At first we thought it was kids chucking stuff, but then it turned into night time. No one was there. There were only me and my mate what were there when it was complete pitch black. And it was sketchy, don't get me wrong, it was sketchy, and it wasn't, and it's never even been in, like, it's never a castle what was been in war or anything. It was a replica what got built of the actual Liverpool castle in Liverpool, what's obviously not there anymore. So it was never used as a conflict area, but you just don't know what was there beforehand, you know. Like back hundreds of years ago or something. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you just don't know what was there. But apparently about a couple of thousand years, or about 500, no, I won't say 1,000, about 500-600 years ago, there is like burial mounds from like pilgrims and all that type of thing around that area, like burial mounds and stuff like that. So maybe it's something to do with that, what was there. And obviously when they was building the castle, it disturbed it. We just don't know.
Kasi tuyit lalabas. Yes. Tuyit.
But turns out that it is. you know, it is a strange one. Let's just try and find something else. Um, let's have a look, shall we? Oh, I'll tell you what, my stomach's playing up today. Right, this is what I needed to show you. Back, come and take over. Come and take over. Back in a minute, guys.
Super hot, guys. Oh, Jesus. Ano mo nga muna si Tuyit ng ano, yung sa mata niya, kaipon yung ano.
Paulan pa lang.
So how's everybody? In the state of mind they are in, or the paranormal. Yeah, the paranormal is good. Are you scared of paranormal then? Like you'll do it like how about Ouija board? You know this Ouija board, I forgot, because we're gonna through all this Ouija board, guys. Because once he leaves, you know, once he leaves, guys, I don't want this the Ouija boards in a house. So he's not gonna bring all this. It's kind of wasting. Kuha ka ng tissue, ganun mo sa mata ni Tweet kasi may ano nga eh. Hindi nga. Kuhaan mo ko ng ano tissue na lang. So this Ouija board right here, the one that we made it, because we made like a scrap thing. I will going to ayun o, kumuha ka ng bagong tissue. I will going to throw them away in the garbage, guys, because oh sige, marami pang bote dun sa inyo. Because I was thinking to I don't want this in a house because this house is already have a lot of shit going on. So I would like to have that, not to have this all this Ouija board in a house. Sino naman yun? Yucks! Kuha na naman ng panibagong issue pong.
Hindi, best friend lang, ano lang yan.
Kano? Oo. Balong matino.
Yeah, it's just like yeah. Kumuha ka dun bada ng ano, ng 1,000 dun sa ano. Kasi kailangan parang, baka mayroon na dyan, kasi mas mura dyan, kaysa yung o-order tapos mag-shipping na naman. So, is that okay to throw it away or I have to give it to someone else? It's not open, right? I don't think it's open. Sige mo kay ate. Ha?
Ilan?
8 piraso.
8 peraso? Hindi magkakaparehas.
Kung doon ka bibili,
Kung wala,
wag nang bumili. Siyempre, natural.
kung wala, hindi na bibili.
Ay, natural ang pambibili
Hindi
mo.
na kami mag-aano. Ba't kami mag-aano?
Dito, meron, kung may, puntahan nyo muna doon, kung wala doon. Trek, yung dito sa may paganya, meron papuntang, di ba, simbahan, yung street na yan.
Oo, nakita ko na.
Meron dyan, 80 lang din ang benta nila. Papunta-punta doon, kung wala, wag nang bumili. Yeah, because the board is not open, to be honest, because if it's open, I don't know what to do. So, I don't think we open the board. Yeah, so... Huh? Are you sure? Because I don't think, yeah, because I don't want that in my house anymore, guys. The Ouija board that we made. Yeah. So this Thursday, I'm thinking to do
I'm keeping an eye on too big.
so good. So do you? I'm gonna throw that away.
Yeah, you find they're not been open. It's only if the board gets open,
Yeah. It's,
you have to gift it. You can't throw it. You have to gift
Alam mo,
it.
nalogis ka, pero
This is where so many people make the mistake. When something happens and they want to get rid of the board straight away, they throw it straight in bin, and it doesn't get rid of the haunting. Where's the fucking towel go? It's never been used. Genuinely because we haven't got a front check. In the old U-room, what we had just here, because it was just getting too hot and the signal weren't great inside, and it was worse than what it is now. So, and it was taking up too much room and all. So we just took it down, and so we never got round to it. Yeah, the bad luck if they're opened, but it's just a piece of wood with a bit of painting on, that's all it is. You know, they're only used for show. You know, and the thing is, it's the movie, the movie called Ouija, what's put a bad light on these boards. You know, but it's like anything, it's just another communication device, like a PSP 7 or a PSP 11 spirit box or a K2 meter. You know, they're all communication devices. So just because one's made out of wood or cardboard with a load of letters on doesn't make no difference, you know. But yeah, she's safe, like throwing them away. So going up back onto Rivington. What's that? If they were opened, the internet says you can throw them into a river or burning it on hollowed ground. Well, yeah, but still, I wouldn't trust it. I would still just fucking gift it. I really would. I would never risk doing it like. Oh, right, let's get comfy. There we go. Bye bye now, Tom. Burying it, not burning. Oh, burying. Yeah, I still wouldn't trust it because the connection's still on you,
what?
regardless if you do it. If it was open,
If it's not open.
yeah. If it's not open, just get rid. It's just a piece of fucking wood. Burning's supposed to bring a curse. Yeah, well, okay, demons are supposed to come from hell, right? And what's in hell? Fucking fire. So, in a sense, you know Neil deGrasse Tyson? No, about YouTube? I've never seen you before about YouTube, so welcome to the channel to start off with. Thanks for coming in. And who do you mean? Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's that? So if you've not subscribed, please do so. If you turn out to be a troll, goodbye. No, I'm joking. Obviously, we have a lot of trolls who come in about YouTube, so yeah, don't take it the wrong way. Yeah, superstar astrophysicist. Oh, is that who it is? Oh, okay. So, anyway, going back on to Rivington, I'll read a couple of passageways here. And it says, including here are some of the legends, myths and ghost stories passed down as folk tales of the area. One is about the Old Baron, published in 1883 and again in 1969. The Baron, on visiting his chase on a cold and bleak winter, decreed that no locals, not even the foresters above them, may not eat from or take wood from the forest. People were to starve. The folktale is this caused the murder of the Baron's family. Other accounts include a story of a headless horseman, first printed in 1829. I do not claim any personal first-hand experience of any of the stories I have published here. One story was reported in the local press at the time. Lord and Lady Leverhulme had to change their route to their new home at Rivington as their servants and coachmen refused to travel a particular route after dark. So, if anyone has, yeah, ignore that. So, there is a few weird things on here. There's been quite a few air crashes on Rivington as well. So one of them, RAF Atlas. An RAF Atlas two-seat plane crash landed on Rivington Moor near Winter Hill on 8th of July 1928. Another one was Fairchild UC-61 Forwarder, a United States 5th Air Depot group plane. A Fairchild UC-61 crash landed at Winter Hill on 5th of August 1942. Another one was the Wellington bomb in November 1943. Villagers heard an aircraft flying very low overhead, and on walking and following heard the news that a Wellington bomber had crashed on the moors, killing all on board. The actual site of the crash was near Hurst Hill. The school children joined the search parties in the hunt of the moors for something unusual. A secret piece of equipment from the bomber had gone missing. Some of the parts of the plane were recovered, but missing part of the plane were... We're back now, guys. Sorry about that. It was a lengthy... Please stay with us, alright? It is a pain in the freaking arse half the time. Hang on, the missus wants to sit down, so I have to get up and go. Oh.
Patay yung ilaw dyan ba? Sabi ko eh.
There we go. So, right, so yeah, welcome, Truth for Satan. Really happy for you to be here. Please share us out. If we do get more people in, then we'll stay live, but we're not really getting that many people in, so...
Ban, patay ng ilaw dyan ba?
but if we do, then happy days. But like I said, guys, share us out, subscribe, and yeah, it's always nice to see new faces in. It's great. So, going on to the UFO front is... there has been many reports of strange sightings around Rivington. I am friends, local police officers, members of the general public have heard these alien or some other not of this world craft, many do recognise the likely connection to nearby airbase. While some dismiss the witness accounts also come in from serving police officers. Today we have seen significant advances in drone development, which may explain what many have been seen flying around Rivington and winter areas. In summer 1978 to 1979, I recall RAF fighters, who I assume were on training and who more than once did a very low level passes over the gardens at Lever Park Avenue. Rivington is within the flight zone of military training and testing. In 1977, on a winter evening, friends and I were taking our dog for a walk near the pike when we saw what we believed to be an experimental unmanned aerial vehicle, also known as UAV. So, yeah.
Truths for sake
Weird.
of it, at Valhalla Dragon do mostly talk about paranormal stuff.
We do. We talk about virtually anything, really. Anything what comes out, like a paranormal thing today. But yeah, we do talk about paranormal. I mean,
Sometimes they get mixed.
so if we saw anything on the news, for example, and we want to spread it out because of what's happening over here, due to with the Chinese and all that, we throw that into it. You know, it's open topics. That's what we mainly do.
I
But
love paranormal.
yeah, we do throw in paranormal things, and obviously check out our paranormal playlist. What we've got on this channel is quite a few videos on there. What's the paranormal? And once I get back to the UK, I will be doing
a lot
the
of
paranormal exploring type of videos again.
He'll go
so
back the way what it is.
it will only be. It's only at the moment while I'm still here in the Philippines, and that we just throw a load of different content, a load of different things, history videos, like for example the latest ones what we've done regarding the castles. I am doing one at the moment regarding Brock Mill Factory in Wigan. But some of the places, all the ones what I'm doing, like the history type videos, they're all the places I did go to. Now, I would get the actual videos, but the only problem with that is it's on my old channel, which got shut down by YouTube due to trolls messing it all up. So, unfortunately, I've not got any videos like that anymore, but I am hoping to do revisits. What's that? Would you consider being a guest on my podcast to talk about paranormal phenomena? We would love to.
Yeah, that would be great.
The only problem we have at the moment is
The
the
signal.
internet. The signal is absolutely
Bad.
freaking pants.
It's bad over here. the
It is
signal.
really, really bad.
But when he come back to the UK, he could join your, podcast.
Yeah.
But here, I don't think it.
I don't
because
think this
right now
signal
it's
will
really
hold
bad.
out very well over here.
It will not hold that long.
But yeah, I mean, I would love to, but yeah, check out the. I mean, that's on my older channel. I was originally called Creepy Explorers. If you've ever heard that channel before or not, I was obviously recently that, and it was all to do paranormal exploring or just normal exploring. But there was a lot of paranormal exploring, and I caught some weird stuff on video, and unfortunately I can't even show that anymore. How can I reach you to book a date for the podcast?
Not right now.
Facebook or Instagram would be the best places.
Yeah.
They're the only two places. We have got a Facebook page, which
I
I'll
thought
get the
it's over
links
here.
for. Hang on. I'll get the links for you in a minute. I'll put the links of the Facebook group and the Instagram in chat. But your friggin' internet's not working. See, that's what I'm talking about. Internet's freaking pants. So just bear with us, guys, and we'll get it. No worries. Thank you for obviously letting us be a part of the podcast. That's really nice of you. It's great to see that, you know. And like I said, when I get back to the UK, there'll be normal explores probably at first until I've settled back down. But there will be more paranormal coming out. I mean, I've got really good friends who I used to do videos with, who also love doing the paranormal. So I'm going out with them again at some point and going from there really. You can find my email and phone number on my website if you ever want to reach me. Well, that'll be great. So just bear with us, guys. Hang on.
So what was the email?
Where's the copy? Right, so this is the Instagram. That's the Instagram link.
On our forum, we mostly speak about paranormal things. Feel free to share your videos there if you want more exposure.
Oh, cool, okay. And that's the Facebook link. So you can contact us anywhere along that. You do have to be accepted in, just because we try and keep the trolls down to a very minimum. As far as I know, we haven't got no trolls on the Facebook or Instagram. So that is always
what is
a
that
good
mean?
thing.
Satanist? You like Satan?
Satanist,
Yeah. What is that?
not Saturn. Saturn's a planet.
We call right here Satan.
Trolls are annoying, I agree. Yeah, they are the big time. And like I said, my last channel
So
got
what
shut
was
down. But it's not necessary. The thing is, right,
What kind of
if you
Satan you like?
if people don't do it regarding human sacrifice, it's like, got to be honest, right, and I'm pretty sure Truth for Satan will agree, some Satanists do that around the world, right? But a lot of people don't. They do it, they do normal worshipping, just like podcast while I'm over here, but I will be in Britain landing on the 17th, so ideally anything after that really. But it's only got to be when I'm in quarantine, because I'll be in quarantine for a while. Thank you for hitting that like button, that's really appreciated.
Yep.
So we're living in a world where people can do what the fuck they like. They can worship who they want, they can do whatever they want, right?
I
At the
only
end
want
of
to
the day
have
is,
God.
some people don't agree with it, some people
Just
do.
God.
You know, who are them type of people to say that you're doing it wrong?
I really
Or,
just wish to open my third eye soon.
you know,
Because
quickly there to
judge.
judge, basically. So for example,
But a lot
somebody
of
can
people-
judge the missus because she's religious to God, you know, and Jesus and that. The stream froze, must be internet. This is what we're saying, Truth. Yeah, it is the internet, it's fucking shite. But yeah, it's people who don't understand. I mean, I don't fully understand Truth's religion, but I'm not going to sit there and judge him. That's up to him. You know, that's his life. If he wants to lead that route, then so be it. You know, just like you. If you want to lead the route of believing Jesus and God, then that's your route. You know, and this is what people should be thinking of, not judging somebody just because they think it's morally wrong. Why is it wrong? You know, if they're not doing any harm to other people, then why is it wrong? Thanks, I appreciate you not You won't get judged here, mate. You won't get judged. Guys, I'm going to drop off as the buffering is really bad on this side.
Alright.
No worries, seven ways. Thanks for coming in, buddy. But yeah, you won't get judged here. This is the thing. No one will judge you here. I mean, we'll put opinions across.
Opinions are open.
But yeah, but it will never be a judging state, like thinking, well, I judge you because you're Satanist. No, doesn't happen here, you know. And I do know a lot of people who will do that across YouTube platforms and Facebook platforms. You know, there's a lot of people what will do that. You know, but you'll never get judged here. We want to make people feel welcome regardless who you freaking. I mean, you can worship freaking Buddha if you want. I don't give a freaking crap who you worship, who you freaking want to believe in. You know, I don't really give two fucks. The only thing I'm bothered about is if I get the views and freaking likes afterwards. That's the only thing I'm bothered about. You know, anybody can believe. You know, it's up to them. Everyone lives a free life in the way I see it. You know, everyone is entitled to believe and worship who the hell they want. You know, that's your life. So, just like it is for churchgoers, they want to live the life of God and Jesus, that's fine. Go for it. I haven't heard about that. I haven't. What's that going on? I'm interested now. I might have to read that after. I've not heard about that.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk's brain microchip. Ooh. Someone had a microchip put in up there.
I think that's.
See, this got said a long time ago.
I think I heard about that. They're going to do that in America and
yeah, it got said a long time ago.
Put in a brain. Yeah.
And back then, when it was first getting said, it was more conspiracy. Like, will it happen? And is it not the roots of all evil and stuff like that? And apparently, all chips will have 666 written on it, and it's just a route for the evil to manipulate you, if that makes sense. Oh, excuse me.
By ETS. That is really bad. If everybody have that, I don't know what this word is gonna
in his brain, do you think?
Because I think they want that to make the people that have a do you think they want to plug everyone?
To be honest, it's an hard one. It is a hard one because without knowing what the chip is actually for, you can't really say is it a bad thing or is it a good thing, because you know, if it's a chip to further medical advance, for example, you know, when say an EMT or a paramedic or a doctor comes up and takes your vitals, basically, or your oxygen levels, your freaking breathing rhythm, your heart rhythm, everything like that. If they can just get like a machine and wipe it over your head like that, and it tells you all the freaking things and obviously what's happened in your body previously to that moment, then I think it's a good thing, right? But if it's going to be used in order to track and in order to basically keep you as a technical prisoner in life, so for example, whoever's keeping is knowing absolutely everything you're doing, then I think it's wrong, because it's technically an invasion of privacy. You won't have somebody in your house who you don't know 24 hours a day, would you, keeping an eye on you? So it's basically the same thing to having a chip in. They're not going to know exactly where you live, exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're eating, everything. You know, so if it's something to do with medical side, yeah, I could see it being quite a good thing, especially if someone's had a stroke and they can't talk and they're on their own. You know, they can tell the paramedic or an EMT everything what it needs to know, what they're allergic to, what the brain pattern is, what's happened. So, you know what I mean? But if it's going to be used as in what I've just said, I don't think it's a good thing whatsoever. They're not going. Do you think they want to plug everyone into a hive mind? Again, a long time ago, it was, like I said, it was conspiracy back then, and they said it was going to be the root of all evil. The devil's going to come up out of from hell and start trying to rule the world by putting chips in people, trying to manipulate people to believing that God isn't real and the devil is, and stuff like that. And you know, everything what got said years and years and years ago had true. For example, the microchips are coming out. It got said years ago, way before they even thought about literally doing it. You know, but this was one of the ways what was coming out in the conspiracy minds of saying that the world's coming to an end. It was one of them. That's where I first heard about it. So it was obviously more natural disasters, more famine. What was happening, as in there were food shortages in. So this was talking about what, nearly 20 years ago. When I was at school, I saw all this. So 20 years ago was a long time to see this happening, and it was going into a lot more, like different ways of what people think is the. See, that was one of the things where it said 20 years ago, 666 will be on the barcode, and Dan's just proved it. It does say 666 on the barcode. It's weird, you know. But people can say if they've seen a future for this to happen. Do they believe in time travel and stuff like that in order to see what's going to happen? And guess what? They even said 20 years ago it will happen in 2021 as well. You know, 2020, 2021, that's when they said the time barriers, when these chips were going to be coming in to it. So this is why people thought the end of the world was going to happen in 2020, you know. But it did say, when people say the end of the world, right, you got to think, what, massive natural disaster, nuclear warfare, what's going to happen? But I think when it said end of the world, I think it was the end of the world as we knew it, which it technically is due to this COVID situation. It won't be the same like it was before, you know, especially in some parts of the world where you still got to wear masks. For example, over here, you know, we can't just go around normally not wearing a mask anymore. You've got to wear a mask everywhere you go to, you know. Or it could happen, nuclear warfare. Look at China, one of the biggest nuclear threats there is on this planet. They're kicking off over here. So how, you know, the question is, how will it be coming out? What will be happening?
Everybody died.
Do you think technology can advance to the point where people can be controlled by a chip? Yes, I do. I do think that. I think at some point. Right, I think we're back.
Satan and evil 666. That's what. Another one of that is gonna be the gas. People said that.
Yes.
They're gonna be explore gas, and everybody's gonna die. That's what they said a long time ago.
I hate to think what will happen if Islamic extremists get nuclear weapons. To be honest, I don't think that will ever happen. There's too many countries fighting against that side of things. I think the main worry we've got is something what we've never looked into and never considered to be a threat, even though deep down they knew that there was, and that was China and Russia. They were the two biggest threats we've ever had on this planet, and yet they've never been looked into, they've never been studied, they've never been figured out like that type of thing. So I think this is why they've got away with so freaking much, and this is why they're going to be causing so much shit and so much hassle now and probably forever. But yeah, I think because we've let them get away with it for so long, we're in trouble now because they've got majority of everything. I think the reason what happened is obviously the Islam threats and all that, and the extremists, they actually took our eyes off them two countries, and we all thought that it could be them, it could be that what's sorting the nuclear weapon program. And I mean, look at for the Iraq with Saddam Hussein, weapons of mass destruction. He never had weapons of mass destruction, never had it, you know. So I think it was a big cover-up, to be honest, of what actually happened. Now, it's just a picky one. It really is. Can already control people without the chit, propaganda and radio weapons like Harap. I agree. Yeah, there is ways to control people, like manipulate the minds. You know, I mean, you only have to look into the Middle Eastern countries. The Taliban, terrorist extremists, they do it. They manipulate people's minds, especially children, to grow up thinking that the Westerners and everywhere else is freaking bad people, and they've got to all freaking die over it. And they grow up believing this, you know, and this is why we get so much trouble from that side of the world. It's all part of mind, basically taking over the mind, really, like making them believe something what isn't true, you know. So I do think that is possible, but I think in order to do it with a lot of people, like for all over the world, yes, the chip will definitely do it. Punches, couches, that is true. Maybe religion is for. Religion is definitely a form, and this is, I mean, I'm Church of England, right? I'm Christian. Do I go to church? No, I don't. Do I pray? No, I don't. But do I believe that there is God and Jesus? Yes, I do. You know, I believe in that, and I will swear down to the earth that I believe them. But I don't practice my religion. I don't do it. I don't worship. I don't preach. I don't anything like that. Because the way I see it is, religion is inside you, right? And as long as you believe something is better than what this life is, awaiting for you, then that's fair enough. There could be nothing, but we will never. Not one person on this planet will ever know that. You know, there is. The question is, who's going to control it first? Now, do you reckon that the COVID virus, everyone knows where it originated from Wuhan in China? Everyone knows that. Even a freaking scientist came out and said that it got leaked from one of their freaking facilities in Wuhan, right? Do you think China was supposed to do that as a biological war to kill off most of the population around the world in order to try and take over most of the planet? Because if you look at what's sent out there, always happened from China, and now all of a sudden they're trying to take over Thailand and then over this side of the world. I'm doing what it is. InfoWars seems like a farce to me. Do you think that COVID... Yeah, I do. I do think COVID was a bioweapon, yeah. Yeah, I do think it was a bioweapon. 100% definitely, yeah. And I think China knew what they were doing.
Because think about it this way. Even though it originated in China, I thought you was referring to the Infowar website. Don't know what you mean by that, mate. So look at it this way, right? Even deaths in other countries than there have ever has been in China, and yet China's mostly populated. Don't get me wrong, there was a hell of a lot of deaths in China, but there's more deaths happening in other countries. If you look at the top 5 countries, right, China wasn't there. It was Britain, America, India, America, India, and other countries. India's next to China, right? The next door neighbours, basically. America is a powerful country. The United Kingdom is another powerful country. And other people. Brazil, it's another kind of powerful country, right? Brazil ended up going into the top 5. Russia wasn't in the top 5, and yet they're mostly populated. And yet it's only Russia and China what's causing all this trouble around the world at the moment. Do you think that China third with the USA elections and used COVID? No, I don't. No, I don't think they intervened whatsoever with that. To be honest, I think that was all Biden, and Biden has caused all that trouble. I mean, Punch's couch is an American. But realistically, I don't think they intervene with that. I really don't. I just think that they're... Now, if you turn that question around and think to get presidency, because he's causing a lot of shit in the States at the moment. He's causing a lot of shit. And he's doing a lot of shit, whereas if he's not careful, he'll damage America. He really will, in my opinion. But yeah, as far as it goes with China, no, I don't think they had any part of it, to be honest. I think they're just sitting back and letting it happen because power. They came to some sort of agreement, and now off, right? They're seeing this and thinking, you know what? Just let this idiot freaking run it, because sooner or later America's going to fall without us having to intervene. So it has, yeah, it has, all over the world. But I think that's what online businesses where you pay for stuff like for example Wish, over here Lazada and Shopee and other online things. When you're in lockdown you can't go out shopping, so you order online, right? You order stuff offline. Most of the time it comes from China, so China's fine. You know what I mean? With the economics, China's fine even with the lockdown, because everyone's ordering online now. You see what I mean? But every other country is freaking getting crushed, and I think that was another plan from China, is crush the economy for the rest of the world, crush the population for the other people in the militaries, so they could intervene in taking the world or wherever they wanted to take. I heard that the aviation sector lost billions of dollars. I can't tell you with that one, mate. I really can't. But yeah, I mean, all this, what I'm saying is all it is all strictly conspiracy. You know, is it the truth? Did they do it as a bioweapon? no one will ever know that answer, I don't think. But can we think about piecing things together like a jigsaw? Yes, we can. You know, you just got to look into things a little bit and piece it all together and try and make something out of what's not there. Anyway, guys, we're going to end it now anyway because we're coming up to the 2 hours mark. So we're going to end it because I'm a bit busy today. Social medias, and we'll sort out a date to go on your podcast. That's not a problem. And yeah, I hope everyone has a safe day, an enjoyable day, evening, afternoon, whatever. Yeah, it's coming up to 2 hours.
Oh.
Thank you for your bell notification press. Then put it in the description because once again, I forgot to put the description in properly.
For the channel?
So yeah, if you do want to donate,
guys,
please do so. Obviously,
only if you want
it is on other videos and other live streams in the description. So if you do, you know where it is. And yeah, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you on
again. Thank you very much.
on another day. So appreciated, guys.
And nice to meet you, Saitan. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, buddy. And
Welcome
thanks
to
for
the
coming
channel.
in again. And like I said, as long as you got that bell notification pressed, keep coming back. It'll be really good. And just Dan, much appreciated for coming in
Thank
as
you,
usual.
Dan, also. Thank you so much.
The
Dan's
others who
always the
come in,
best.
Dan's always here. So yeah, stay safe, guys.
Dan is
and
like a brother to us. So.
see you later.
Bye.
See you soon, guys.
Take care.